So when you're working within books, you may find that we have duplicate customers or duplicate vendors that are generated where people are entering slightly different names or not searching correctly. So, for instance, vendors, we have Printing Dimensions Limited and Printing Dimensions. When we click on this here, we can see this is linked to the CRM, and we can see this is linked to the CRM too. The best way to remove a customer or a vendor, if they're linked to the CRM, is to force the sync between Books and CRM. Go into Books, delete the vendor, and then go into the CRM and delete the vendor as well. What this does is, by forcing that sync, it means that typically the sync can't happen when you're deleting. And by forcing that sync, it means that you know that the sync isn't going to happen without you knowing about it. So the first thing to do is let's force that sync to make sure that it's up to date and that whatever's on Books is on CRM and vice versa. And then we can go in and we can remove the transactions. So we have to go to settings and we have to go to the Zoho app within Books itself. And you will see down here that we have the CRM at the top. So we go show details. And here is when we want to sync. So we're going to sync this, and we're going to sync that, and we're going to sync that. So I'm just going to pause the recording while these are just syncing. Okay, so these are all sunk. So it shows that they're just refreshed, so that's good. So now if we close out of here and we look at the vendors, we can see here that we've got 2 printing dimensions. If we go on to the CRM, and I've just carried out a search here, I'm just meant to search the top, and I'm just going to look for printing dimensions. And I can see that we have 2 vendors with the same name. So we need to work out which one it is that we want to keep. So let's have a look at printing dimensions here. So not a lot of information on that one. And then we hop back and we'll go to printing dimensions limited on this one here. Again, not a lot of information. So we'd check on Books as well as to which one it is that we want to keep. No financial transactions. This one here though is linked to the receivables. So in this instance, I know this is the one that we want to remove. So what we can do here is we can go to more and we can delete this one. And we go to the printed dimensions up here and we can go more and we can delete this one here. So now the vendor has been deleted from CRM. The vendor has been deleted by Books. If we now refresh the sync between the two by going to settings, Zoho apps, show details, instant sync, instant sync, instant sync. Okay, we can see here that these have now been sunk. So we know that when we look at the vendors now and we give a little refresh for printing dimensions, should not be there because it's been successfully removed from Books, which is great. And if we come into printing dimensions again on the purchases, vendors, printed dimensions limited is not there, which is exactly what we want. By forcing that sync, deleting the fields that we no longer want or the contacts that we no longer want, and then resyncing again, just make sure that there's no, especially with a two-way sync, make sure that one isn't pulling into the other one incorrectly.